Hello, I've just popped out to do a winter onion update, and it's not good news. Can you see the problem before I point it out? This is the worst thing that could happen in regards growing onions. Just when you think you're going to have a good crop, a good return, onions start going to seed. Can you see those two right in front of the camera? Let me show you them. That one, can you see that one? Yeah, did you get that one? What about this one? You see that seed head? So these two onions have gone to seed. What's all that about? Now, we've had this discussion over the years, haven't we? About onions going to seed. If you're a follower of my channel, you might have been in on the discussion. These are winter onions, as I've already said, and in previous years I've tried to grow winter onions from sets, and I've had lots of onions go to seed. So these onions are grown from seed. I thought I would try that for a change, and they've come on really well, and I'm really pleased with them, apart from these two onions that have gone to seed. And I'm only hoping that these will be the only two onions to go to seed. The problem is, once they start, it seems as though they don't want to stop, which would be a shame. In fact, as we speak, I can actually see another onion that's gone to seed. It's way back in the bed, it's not on camera, but I can see it. There is another onion gone to seed, so that's 3 onions gone to seed in this bed. This could turn out to be another disaster. And what I can't actually fathom out is what causes these onions to go to seed. Now, in the conversations we've had, we've discussed stress, and if the onion gets stressed, it will bolt, it will go to seed. And what do we mean by stress? Well, if it gets too much water, or not enough water, if it dries out, if it gets too hot, or it gets too cold, any of the extremes could cause onions to go to seed. But these onions are all in the same bed. They've all had the same amount of rain, same amount of water, same amount of snow, same amount of frost, same amount of sunshine, same amount of wind. Does that mean they're all stressed? Are they all going to go to seed? Because if they don't all go to seed, then clearly, if stress is an issue, some of these onions are more stressed than others. I don't know whether as stressed as I am. I've been seeing that other onion at the back of the bed that's gone to seed. But anyway, we are where we are. Now then, we've also had a conversation about what should we do with onions that have gone to seed. I've been advised, well, why not let them go to seed and collect the seed? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I've got packets of seed indoors with seeds in them. So when you buy a packet of seeds, you can get 200 seeds, 300 seeds, 400 seeds. Well, I'm only growing about 50 or 60 onions, so a packet of seed would last me 3 years, 4 years, longer. So what do I want more seeds for? And the seeds aren't that expensive anyway. So I definitely don't want to let the onion develop this seed head and produce seed. That's not going to happen. Well, what about just letting the onion grow on? I have had it suggested to me that it will produce an onion, a bulb onion. Well, I've got to tell you, in my experience, it will not. The only thing that this onion wants to do now is produce a seed head. It's going to put all its energy into producing that seed head. It's going to put no energy into producing an onion. It just won't do that. So if we don't want the onions for seed, and we know that they will not produce an onion, there's only one thing to do. We need to be decisive. These onions are coming out in front of your very eyes. Molly's in the garden. I think you can probably hear it. That's where we were, look. And this is what we've got. Onion gone to seed. Hey, look at that. Starting to make a decent onion, wasn't it? That's the end of that one. And I'll get the one further back in the bed when I get around the other side. But anyway, this is where we are with winter onions at homegrown veg. We might be staring a disaster in the face, who knows. Hope your onions aren't going to seed. And I hope mine don't go to seed any more than I've already done. Okay, I can't finish on a more upbeat note. I just can't, because I'm not upbeat. So this is homegrown veg, signing out. It was worse than I thought. After I stopped shooting this video, I found more onions that had gone to seed. There are a total of 5 now. This isn't looking good, is it? This is not looking good. We will salvage what we can in terms of what we can eat by stripping these onions back and taking the green leaves as green onions. But that's the best we can do with these onions. This is not looking good. Molly, this is not looking good.